you want to make sure that you're on the same page with your accountant or your CPA. It should be very clear from the start of your business how payments are going to be distributed to those owners. If you are a sole owner, then obviously it's a lot easier. But when you're running into, this owner is maybe 75%, this owner is 25%, you want to make sure that you're taking into account with that. So throughout the year and on a quarterly basis, your accountant should be tying out your books after every quarter to make sure that they're accounting for any expenses, which will include any payouts to those owners. A lot of companies have stipulations where the owners actually don't get paid out or don't make any money from the business until they've reached 5 years or until they've reached a certain amount of gross revenue. So depending on how they structure that and how they agree upon how their payments are, that's all going to kind of stem from how your books are being kept. So making sure that you and your accountant and your CPA are all on the same page, make sure that you guys are very clear about, how ownership is going to work, how payments are going to work. The cleanest way that I've seen is to pay out those owners on payroll. So that way at the end of the year, you can take into account what they have received and then whatever percentage they're owed or whatever additionally that they've agreed upon at the end of the year, that's the only piece that you have to pay out. But if you kind of wait that whole time period, like you said, it really is a hit, not only for you as the owner, but also for the business, especially if you're not taking into account on a daily basis that money flow and putting that stuff aside. You're not just dealing with payroll, but you're dealing with light bills, you're dealing with rent, you're dealing with, all those type of things, supplies and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you're taking into account all of those things and also taking into account how much funding went into starting the business, because a lot of the payments that come back to the owners throughout that time period is essentially kind of repayment for what they put into the business. And then at what point do you now start making money from the business? You've invested, you've been reimbursed, and then now you're, making a profit from it. So really trying to figure out what that structure looks like and having a clear vision, a clear understanding with all parties will definitely help you have a smooth transition within running your company.